All right, everybody. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Got some changes in the schedule today, so pay attention. You guys may have noticed that we're doing pass coverage Thursday on a Wednesday, and the reason why is because we have a game tomorrow. So here's what I'm thinking. First of all, I've got my show with the Hawk's Nest in about 3 hours, so tune in for that. We're going to talk a little bit about the Saints game. We're going to talk about this upcoming Cardinals game, so check it out on my channel and his channel. So check us both out. That's number one. Number two, since we have a game on Thursday, I want to get all the stuff about the Saints game out of the way before that game is played. And I preferably want to get it all out of the way today because tomorrow is going to be all about the Cardinals game. So what we're going to do is we're going to do pass coverage Thursday and pass rush Friday today. And then Friday after the Cardinals game, I will do the college football videos because those videos can wait. There's no real urgency there. I just have to get them out before Saturday because that's when the new college football games come in. So things are getting moved around this week, but we'll still get all the same information out. We're just switching things up a little bit because I want to go ahead and push the Saints game stuff out completely because I know once the Cardinals game is played, nobody's really going to want to think about that game anymore. I mean, it was a really good game. Maybe people will still want to think about it, but I'd personally prefer to just kind of turn the page. So, pass coverage Thursday. Let's get through it here. They did have some pretty different numbers compared to Pro Football Focus. I will mention that. I get my numbers from Pro Football Reference. And Ernest Jones, according to them, only got targeted once in the whole game. He allowed one completion for 4 yards. And look, Ernest Jones, not a great cover player. We know this. It's been said many times. But so far, he's not getting beat up. He's holding on, and it's almost all yak. -2 air yards. I'm satisfied, man. I am satisfied with that. 11 targets, 58 yards, and a pick. Sure. 48.6 QB rating when targeted. Tyrese Knight, on the other hand, still has not forced an incomplete pass. This game was not bad. Got targeted once, gave up one catch for 5 yards, so it wasn't bad or anything like that. But he's having a little bit of a harder go so far this year. And remember, this is on fewer snaps than Jones because he's not playing full time yet. But it's also more air yards, so not great. 118.7 QB rating against, but he's hopefully going to improve as the season goes on because again, he is coming off that injury. Drake Thomas got dotted up a little bit in coverage in this game, nothing super alarming. But he was the linebacker that got picked on the most in this game with a few completions for about 25 yards. All right, that's it for the linebackers. Please give this video a like, subscribe, click the bell, become a channel member for $2 a month. Check out my latest video on Bleacher Report. Those are the best ways to support. We did get a little bit of action in the edge rusher room, and again, I don't spend a lot of time on edge rushers giving up stuff in coverage because I think it's kind of meaningless unless you have an edge rusher that is constantly in coverage. But Boye Mafe allowed one completion for 5 yards. DeMarcus Lawrence allowed one completion for 4 yards. And actually, I think Jaron Reed allowed one completion for 5 yards. But again, that stuff, I don't think you learn anything from it. I don't think we're learning anything about, unless they're getting destroyed. If it's just a few yards here and there like it has been, who cares? It doesn't really mean much. I list it because I want to be a completionist, but I don't think it really makes a big difference. I'll tell you something that will make a big difference for you guys, Sleeper. Before we go any further into this video, I want to tell you a little bit about my friends over at Sleeper. Have you heard about the app, the Sleeper app? Download it. I'm going to let you in on a little something now. It's more than just a platform for fantasy leagues. Yes, this year, millions of users enjoyed playing fantasy sports on Sleeper, but there is so much more to this app. There are live stats, real-time updates, and visualizations on all stats. News feed is lightning fast. You get updates on your favorite players and teams. There is a chat you can use in real time to engage with other users about plays and performances. All kinds of fun stuff like that over there. So download the Sleeper app, the #1 sports app today. Experience it yourself. Use promo code SBN to get a $100 match on your first deposit. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Currently operational in over 25 states. Check out Sleeper today. SBN promo code. Back to the video. All right, welcome back. So now we go to cornerbacks, and you guys know that we're a little beat up here. So no Devin Witherspoon still, no new numbers here. Riq Woolen, though, I mean, it was technically better than his first 2 games, I guess, but he still got targeted 6 times and 4 completions. This is not the Riq Woolen that we've come to know over the last couple years. 38 yards. Even at Riq Woolen's worst, he isn't getting consistently beat like this, like he has so far this season. Like there have been games where he got beat on, but he would usually bounce back the next week. Like this is not a good look, and it's kind of crazy to me that he's playing the worst football of his career in a contract season. Like even if you're a big Woolen defender, and I know those guys exist, there's not much defending his coverage so far this year. It's just plain been bad. Josh Jobe, on the other hand, he did give up a decent amount in this game, but he got targeted quite a bit to do it. I had to edit the numbers a couple of times so we don't have the direct edit history, but I believe, yeah, he got targeted 9 times in this game, and he gave up 6 completions for a grand total of 42 yards. That's fine. That's fine by me. I think that is different than the PFF number. But either way, if he's getting targeted 9 times and gives up 42 yards, that's less than 5 yards a target. Now, he did get penalized a lot in this game. I don't think the penalties were... I don't think there was much there personally, but bottom line is 3 games, 18 targets, 50 yards. That's pretty special. 28.5 QB rating when targeted. He's grinding out there, man. He's killing it. Darion Kendrick, another guy who's absolutely killing it, and I don't know what we do when these guys get healthy, and they are about to get healthy. So Kendrick, 4 targets in this game, gave up 1 completion and got the pick as well. 19 yards allowed on 7 targets so far this year, 10.7 QB rating when targeted. What else are you going to say? What else are you going to say? And this was the guy anybody could have had, and we picked him up, and we're getting great play out of him right now. And it's not just the numbers, too. You watch him play. He's doing his job consistently. Nehemiah Pritchett got targeted once. No completions. So, good for him. Good start to the year, I guess. But not much to report there. And that's it for the corners this week. Safeties, though. We did get Kobe Bryant. He got targeted a handful of times in this game. Half a dozen, to be precise. And he gave up 3 completions. And it was only 11 yards. That's more like it. That's a little bit more in line with what I'm hoping to get out of a safety. I mean, it's still a lot of targets, but I understand that the way we use safeties in McDonald's defense, it's always going to be a little bit, it's going to be a little bit less defined than it was under Carroll, and that's obviously what we want. And 71.9 QB rating when targeted now. The interception obviously helps a lot, and the interception was kind of garbage time, but I still feel like I can take something from that. And Ty Okada was the guy who got beat up. PFF had him getting absolutely destroyed in this game. They had like 75 yards on his head, including a touchdown. 145.5 QB rating against. He's not a very good player, but he's not supposed to be, right? Ty Okada is a 4th safety, and I think he's fine as a 4th safety, but we shouldn't be expecting anything special out of him when he does play on defense. DeAnthony Bell did play a little bit in this game, by the way, but he did not get targeted according to PFR, so nothing here. And that's it. So that's it for this week. I mean, it was a really good week for the defense overall, including the pass coverage. So there you go. See you guys later. Go Hawks.